Live! Slammer!
It's time!
Slammer! 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 Slammer!
Like we're doing a whole dancer. The music gets to come
We're
in.
dancers! Pledge allegiance to the Slam and the United States of Slammer. Welcome to the Bro Show! Woo! Guys,
Big round of applause.
big round of applause. Episode number 6.
Wow.
I didn't even think we'd be able to do episode. I didn't even know. I didn't know if we'd even be able to do 10 minutes for episode 1.
Well, and I told you,
And
once we
we've-
get rolling,
And we've done 5 1-hour episodes, and every single time we're just having to wrap it up because
Yeah.
we're still carrying on.
I have to keep
Just
keep an eye on the time.
Gotta keep the time. Anyway, welcome. I don't even know if anybody's watching this or not yet. Where's our?
We're so
we got
early.
we got a thing. This thing here's in my way.
Oh,
Whoa, we got
let's
some
see.
we got some people here.
If you're here, comment and say that you're here.
Comment,
We want to know
yeah.
who's with us.
Talk to us.
All right.
Anyway,
So,
I'm your host,
Oh.
your number one brother,
number one,
your mega brother, the people's bro.
the people's champ.
Still, your New Breed Wrestling Midwest PopCon champion.
You can hold up long ways here. I want to hold the belt.
Still,
Oh my God! I
your
Oh, let's do it, let's do
MMWA heavyweight champion,
Almost
get her?
beheaded you. Almost.
Bro Slam. Tell them who you are.
I am your number one stepbrother.
Step brother.
Known around
brother.
these parts, his brother Mookie. Thank you for joining us tonight, and we have somebody right here in the middle, right here.
Hello, I'm Paige Mack. I'm the number 1 ring announcer in the St. Louis
Number
area.
You're number one. You're number one. You're number one. You're number one.
We're all number ones around here.
We're all number ones around
number
here.
one brother, number one stepbrother, number one ring announcer.
You're the
Oh,
number
yeah.
one brother. Number one entrance song. Heather said that. Thank you. Thank you. It was a great entrance
See that
song.
big smile that come up across his face when he
Tim
said that?
Indiville. Hello, brother.
Tim.
Dana. Hello.
Hey,
Jerry Price, the breeze.
Oh, Monk's here.
Monk, what's
Hey,
up, Monk?
everybody's joining us in.
Alex Eaton, what's up, brother? JR, Slammer Slams with the bros. I am, brother. All right.
Dan Edwards.
Dan Edwards. You know what I'm
That's
on?
Monk.
I'm gonna share this
Oh.
because
You
I
didn't know that was Monk?
I'm
Forget-
just used to Monk.
I forget it every
What did you
week.
think his name
Well,
was?
he's already, but he puts Monks watching, so I was. That's why I was confused.
Oh,
All
God.
right.
So you have to figure out where these cards are before we get to your little segment.
Yeah, that's a problem. So, like, about 2 seconds before we started this, Kyle looked at
You
me and
know
said,
where-
"Where's the Would You Rather card?"
Would you rather
I
call?
said,
Because
"What
you
did
had
you
me
leave?"
leave it.
I got him. I got him.
I didn't know that he left them here.
I forgot.
So while we're waiting on
he's
Slammer,
exiting. Oh, he's not going far.
I didn't have to go
Oh.
far. All right, we got the
we
would you
tried to
rather.
do this like 5 minutes ago, and
Well, I forgot that you left him here.
I'm
So,
still a little upset.
kick off the show. We usually try to kick off with the segment of "What do you got to drink tonight, Slammer?"
What I have tonight, I
What's
have
your
a
choice of beverage.
3D Liberty Pop energy drink, and it rules. It tastes like freedom because Slammer's a real American. I love America, and I love anything Liberty energy drinks.
Red, white, and blue.
America, Aruba.
Aruba. And tonight,
Dylan, what's up? Niter, Exciter, Slammer Nation, what's up? Bill Talley,
oh,
brother.
the butcher.
We'll talk about the butcher here in a little bit. What do you got, brother?
I've brought the new WWE flavored Prime drink.
All right.
I'm afraid this is going to taste like Lex Luger. I'm trying.
If it tastes like Lex Luger, you're gonna.
I think it's gonna taste
blow
like
through the
tiger's
roof.
blood. Like, you know, like a tiger's blood.
It smells kind of cherry.
It does smell kind of cherry.
Oh, I think it does smell
Let's
like
see.
Lex Luger. Oh my gosh! Put her in the torture rack.
The Ultimate Warrior.
Jeff Chambers, thank you, brother.
Oh,
Alex Eaton, America.
I know what that
America. Sweet Sean, what's up, brother?
That's Meta Moon.
Meta Moon.
That's Meta Moon flavor.
Meta Moon. It's an energy drink.
That's
That's actually
really good.
hydration drink.
That's actually good though.
Monk,
I
question
have-
for Paige Mack.
Yeah,
Water.
what you got?
I always have
Wawa?
water. I never have anything else.
American
This is my
Outlaw.
Stanley.
Horns up, brother.
Dean.
Randy, what's up, man?
A question for Paige Mack. What color helmet? Oh my God.
What color helmet?
Well, he's been texting me all day long. Apparently, he wants to get a new motorcycle. The motorcycle he wants on sale. I told him I don't trust motorcycles. I'm too scared of falling off. So it's gonna be no helmet because I'm not getting on.
Oh,
Whoa!
Sorry.
I'd get like if I had a motorcycle and a helmet, I would get one of them old school like 1940s with like a little horn on top of it. It'd be
I
awesome.
like those ones that got the mohawk spikes that goes down the middle.
Rusty says Prime tastes right. You know, I had a Prime energy drink,
What did he say
and
about Prime?
he says that they're good.
Yeah,
I had a Prime energy. I liked it. I
the,
enjoyed it. I
the
need to get
energy
another
drinks,
one.
the actual energy drinks and the cans, I don't really care for.
What's up, Michael?
But
Great brother.
these are pretty much like
Anthony,
Gatorades.
what's up, brother?
Yeah.
You know what? Let's just go. Why don't we, before we get into the deep dive of our weekend, let's get right on to what came in the mail today.
Oh,
If you already been on my Facebook, I already put it out there because I got it and I was too excited to unbox it. So anyway, the only thing that I got this week and the only thing that matters, brand new WWE Legends Series 23,
prepared with scissors.
Hulk Hogan with the guitar.
What kind of scissors are those?
These are my hospital scissors.
Why do they?
These cut like through every like jeans.
Whoa,
and everything.
Mookie's got the
Oh
scissors.
my god.
Hulk rules, brother.
So,
This is what Mookie got.
I also got a box in the mail from Target.
A box. What in the world could it ever be?
I was
Whoa.
I'm so curious.
I was so happy when I got it today. I was looking for it in the mail yesterday because I started seeing people all over Facebook posting. I pre-ordered this like months ago when they first announced it. You just like pre-ordered it. You put an order in it like 2 days ago. Makes me mad. I ordered it like months ago. We both get it on the same day.
I literally ordered. I was like, well, it's going to be coming out. I got to go ahead and get it.
So
Whoa.
open up the box here.
Target shipping. It just showed your address,
All
and
right.
everybody's going to come and get
Everybody,
you.
you can just send me free action figures. We got one, not one, but two.
Oh, you're going to open one.
We're gonna do an unboxing.
Whoa.
Live unboxing.
Whoa.
That was a plot
An
twist I did not
unboxing.
see coming.
We just gotta inspect these to see which one may be a little. They both look really nice.
My box.
I'm almost leaning towards this one,
Man.
just because of that corner.
They both
right
have
there.
stickers on them. Every one of them has a sticker.
Yeah.
Open one that
Look,
has
this
the
one, you
open
see
one that
that?
has the
It's
note in.
open a little bit
Oh,
more.
Does
yeah.
yours have the little note in it like mine has? Okay, it does. Yeah.
So
Dang it.
you know what? I think I might open this one. Looking at the sunglasses. Look, those glasses are a little bit more rougher on the
Oh,
lens.
your necklace is better than mine. Look at mine. My necklace is
Open
way
this one.
wonky.
I'm gonna open this one. up.
Open it. Okay, we're gonna have.
Oh,
Hold on,
baby.
hold on. What if you could flip flop if the necklace is messed up? Because then you could fix it if it's out
Do
of
you
the
want this
box.
one? Do you want to?
Well, that one, oh shoot. That one's kind of messed up.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna just
Okay.
keep mine.
Okay.
Thank you though. I appreciate that.
Just an idea.
Yeah. No, I'm good.
Good thinking,
I'm
Pete,
good.
mate.
That's the one I bought. That's the one I keep.
So I'm not used
Brother.
to opening up figures. You keep talking. I don't have to figure out how to open
He
this.
doesn't know
Do
how
I
to
have
do
a
it.
Hulk Hogan CD that came out many years ago?
Probably the band, Hulk Hogan band.
I probably don't.
I think it came out when he was.
Yes, he
WCW.
got to. David Kind. He got yours a couple of days ago at Target. How did you get? Oh, you got it the day that it came out. Okay.
All right, I think I got
You might
maybe.
be able to get that back in there.
Yeah. I'm excited. Can't wait to
that's
see
actually
this.
a really good package.
What the heck? I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm not used to opening up figures.
Patrick says 8 at Target and Cape.
Oh, there's 8 of them in Target. Maybe I got to open this.
I guess
side, too.
I guess you got to Target right when they opened. You probably could get it. This better not be one that I see in a week and there's like 15 of them
They'll
on
probably-
sale for $6.49.
That's what I was afraid of. Kind of like
Good,
the
Justin.
Ichiban.
How are you, brother? Slammer has no socks on? What? I have socks on, brother, and I have shoes on. Let me tell you
What does that
something.
mean?
Slammer does not go. I'm not quite sure what you mean.
Let me look.
Let me
Number
tell you,
one,
Oh, he's in
this
flip flops.
man-
Slammer is always in socks and shoes at all
except
times.
for when he is asleep, he does not have shoes or socks on.
He-
But this man, he will take them off to get in the shower. As soon as he gets out of the shower, he'll put on his comfy clothes. He'll go sit on the couch, shoes and socks.
Shoes and
That's
socks
exactly
on.
what I do.
What's up, Patrick,
Oh.
But
brother?
I can't even sleep
Oh, I-
barefoot. I have to
yeah.
have socks on.
I have to have something on my
No,
feet,
I
socks and
hate
shoes on
socks.
at
I
all
can't
times.
sleep in
I've
socks,
always got
not about
socks and
it.
shoes on. All right, here you sliding out. Bum, 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 bum.
Whoa!
Man,
Man, I want to get two now. I want to open one.
I had to have one to display.
Oh, he's got
Yeah.
he's got
You just keep talking. I
clippy
gotta
stuff
keep
on it. All right,
dissecting.
don't kill the figure.
Oh, trust
Is
me, I'm
Hulk
not-
coming to your neck of the woods, David? I don't know if he's coming to Detroit or not.
He's actually coming to Michigan. One of my buddies up in Michigan messaged me and asked me kind of the
They
details.
it's so crazy. He pops like
It's like
when he
last
came
minute.
yeah, we'll get into all that in a minute. When
Good Lord.
he is good. I don't know that you're gonna be able to. Oh, whoa!
I'm just gonna start
Watch out for the little Hulkster there.
get the Hulk nuggets.
Look at what Mom said. She said, I sleep with socks on.
Heather does
Yeah.
sleep with socks on. Heather,
I am never barefoot. The only time I'm barefoot is when I'm in the shower. Even if I go like from Mexico to the ocean,
Yeah.
I bought like some water shoes so I could like walk on the beach
You
and
would.
get the water.
But here's the
David, have a
funny
good
thing
time,
about
brother.
my mom
You're
said.
gonna have to get there. You know how it goes. Just get there a couple hours early so you can. It doesn't matter if you're at the end of the line. They push you through
Yeah.
so fast. You will get your picture with them.
There's no way you'll get an autograph though. We
No.
That we
Don't-
kind of figured
don't
that
even
anyway.
bother bringing
Do not
anything.
take anything to get signed. You're just going up there getting a picture. You're wasting your time and you're wasting your energy if you're carrying anything up there.
All right. I think I got one leg not open. This is a lot more tedious than I thought it was going to be. I apologize.
We may have to pull a Tony Khan and do a run over tonight.
I'm trying to hurry.
This is
is
is amazing.
I might
I've-
need to take a nap.
I'm
might
glad I
need to
bought.
take a nerve pill.
I'm glad I brought scissors. 'Cause if
You know we
not,
have scissors here.
yeah,
What do you
but,
think would have happened if you wouldn't have brought scissors?
I would have been SOL.
Yeah, have you never met him before, David?
My gosh, how do people swap these figures out?
Well,
These things are
Patrick, I think
secured
that at
in
some
here.
places, I think he had some pre-signed, but no, he wasn't signing anything.
The only thing he'll sign.
My
is the
brother
case of
says
the beer.
watching this unboxing is painful.
It is painful.
I'm not used to
It's
opening
even worse
these.
if you're in the room.
Anyway,
Back here.
Hulk Hogan, Legends 23. You can pick him up at Target or, like I did, Target.com.
He's a Target
And I
exclusive
got him.
figure.
I-
Oh, they even got this stinking.
Crazy how big Hulk was that slammer. You know, brother, in Hulk's main days, man, he was like 6'8", 300 pounds. He's had like 11 back surgeries now, and I think he
He's
unfortunately lost a couple inches. Man, standing next to him, man, you just feel like you're standing next to a giant just because he's so much
You do.
larger than life.
Oh, look at this! Look at this!
Yeah. Dun, 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 dun,
I just-
dun, dun, dun,
I can
dun.
picture him inside of the stadiums playing and the St. Louis
Oh.
Arch behind him.
Oh, that's the most
Look- oh,
wonderful thing ever.
Look at this.
I aspire to wear cowboy boots and leggings and socks up to my knees like that. I'm doing it.
Do it.
I'm doing it. He doesn't have a weight belt on. No Cardillo weight belt.
Did he have one on in the video?
shoot.
Hogan always has a Cardillo weight belt on. Somebody tell Steve Cardillo they forgot to put a Cardillo weight belt on this Hogan,
Let me
brother.
put my scraps in my.
Yes, Maxwell, he did remember me as soon as I walked up there. We'll get
we're
in.
getting ahead
We'll
of
get
it.
it. We'll get into all that in a
He's
minute.
answering all the questions already, and we haven't even
We-
got there
We're
yet.
gonna get to
All right.
that. We're gonna get to that.
I gotta
Oh,
keep the man under
Hulk
wraps.
rules, Joseph. Hulk rules,
I've
brother.
got some more stuff to
How
open,
many
but
wrestling
we-
figures do I have? I don't have any idea,
that
man.
painful.
It would take me forever to count them. I got a lot. We'll just say that. I have a lot. All right.
So, do you have anything you want to show off that you got, or should
That-
I keep going?
That was it, man. I got my Hogan and
I got a few more.
and I
things.
tell you what, I didn't realize they had Rosie and Jamal in this series. I knew
Yeah.
Bubba Rogers was going to be in it.
He's actually got a variation.
Now
too.
I want the Rosie and Jamal. I like the 3-minute warning.
probably
We need a
find those pretty
Rico too.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody make a Rico and we'll have the whole 3-minute warning. How many Hogans I got? I'd have to count that too, brother.
I did bring a treat. You want to have a for Paige Mac over here?
What, a treat?
I brought her a treat
Whoa!
A treat for
A
me.
Page Mac treat.
for you to a food sample try.
Oh no, I hate you.
No,
Ah,
no,
I
hey,
hate it. Don't
I
hate
brought
me.
something
give me
delicious.
some-
Oh!
The last one from last Christmas. I have saved.
Last
It's Christmas.
Christmas, I gave you my Christmas
It's,
tree.
it's
cake.
Christmas. It's Christmas in July here.
Christmas in July.
I've been waiting.
The last Christmas tree cake.
What?
Paige loves her Christmas tree cakes, man.
I so
When
do
it's-
I.
when it-
I keep one box and I slowly eat them throughout like the year, and that's my last one is July, so I'm out of luck for a few
Maxwell
more months.
likes your shirt.
Oh yes, thank you, sir.
I've never been this happy in my life.
Christmas
if
in
anyone
July.
wants
Samuel,
a
what's up,
true
brother?
Friend, become friends with this man. That's all I have to say. But don't actually, because
Man, it starts getting close to Christmas. Paige is like, when are the Christmas tree cakes coming out? And then when she
I'm the
finds
same
them,
exact way.
she gets them, and they're here.
I don't know if I can eat it.
Why not? You must.
Oh my
That's the whole
God.
reason
Christmas
I
tree
want it.
cakes. Heather with Peeps, man, you would not believe the stash of Peeps that we get at Easter time. Heather eats one Peep a day, man.
This is true.
One peep a day.
There's Peeps out
Is
the
it-
wazoo up there in the cabinet. Samuel, Kyle is cool. Kyle,
Kyle is
you
cool.
are cool, man. You are cool.
too sweet. Give me a too sweet.
Too sweet. All right.
All right. So another thing I brought last week that I thought would be fun
Oh,
to
yes,
start
yes.
piecing
I'm
together.
doing it.
All right, you do it in the meantime.
All right. Last week we had legs.
We have the Disciple legs. Everybody
Disciple.
loves NWO. NWO is freaking awesome. I don't know which one I should go with.
Rusty, from what we understand, Shady Gators Hogan didn't stay for very long. That
Yeah.
it was chaos and out of control, and he was only there about 25 minutes before he took off.
So package number 2.
The vest and arms. NWO.
And the NWO.
I want a leather NWO vest.
That'd be awesome.
That would be
You
awesome.
you just get a regular black one, then get it
All right,
airbrushed.
it's done. We'll do it tomorrow.
Oh, baby.
Boy. Now all we need is a
The
head.
Disciple is almost complete.
Too sweet.
This almost reminds me of like the beginning of WCW Saturday Night. How was it? Nice and stale.
A little stale, but
Little
it's better than nothing.
still.
Better than nothing. And one more treat.
Whoa. Whoa.
Rat.
I'm eating a Christmas tree cake.
Somebody asking what you're eating.
Yeah, my Uncle DJ. Clearly you weren't watching a minute ago and Kyle surprised me with a Christmas
That's
tree
what you
cake.
get for not tuning in on time.
We have
She's a tad stale,
8 o'clock.
but she's still really good.
And you know what's funny? I'm just teasing DJ, but somebody will say later, oh, I thought this was at 9. I made an event the other day,
yeah.
8 Central time. It's 8 Central time. Send out invites, put stuff in the discussion, be sure to join us. And someone will say, oh, I thought it was 9. Or
Hey, they're running on Mountain Time.
I didn't say Mountain Time. I even say Central Time.
Looky.
You got the
Oh my
head.
God.
Put it on.
We're about to complete
We're
the
complete.
Disciple.
Oh my
Let's
God.
complete the disciple.
I'm gonna have Hogan and the Disciple right here in front of me.
Oh, sunglasses
so
too.
man, look at that.
Man, that is spot on. That
Look
is
at this head. Isn't that freaking awesome?
That's a nice head.
Like-
Put them on
like
back.
Al Snow says. What does everybody want? Tonight we want the disciple's head.
Head.
Whoa.
I guess it's.
Pop that head on
I
there.
guess it's on. Oh,
Oh.
look at it. Hold on. Let me get the glasses
Yeah,
on here.
remember it's glasses on there. Too sweet.
Oh, come on, baby.
Whoa. You can do it.
I'm trying.
You can do it.
I'm not used to it. Look at that.
Ah,
Look how awesome.
that
That's
is
cool.
good. That's a good
The
disciple.
Disciple is complete.
Man. That makes me want to buy 2 of every one of those so I can put a disciple together.
Like all the
That's
build a
pretty cool.
figures so far, I've never like been like, oh, I really want that, until this one came out, and I'm like,
You're like, I gotta do it.
just because I'm a big NWO fan, I've
Mm.
always been a big NWO. I never in my wildest dreams thought there would be a Disciple figure,
But there was.
but now there is.
No, we haven't met Brooke. We met
You
Nick
know,
a
I
few
really,
times,
really thought you
though.
were gonna give me like the jelly
What's
bean
up,
challenge.
Roger Sonia?
Like,
Woods
oh,
Heather?
flavored
What's
stuff.
up?
That's a good idea.
Heather loves to build a figure. It is fun. That was fun. That was a fun segment.
was fun.
My gosh.
Oh, wait, there's more.
Wait, but there's more?
One more item.
Whoa!
One more item I got in
Whoa,
this week.
he's got the scissors out. Everybody sit
That's
back and take a
awesome.
nap.
No, no. This one will not be open.
Whoa.
This
Stop.
action figure will not.
That was too funny.
I'm a funny cat. Meow.
Oh gosh.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Interrupting cat.
Interrupting?
Meow.
Oh, you got me.
All right. Last but not least,
W.O.
here we go. Any ideas?
I don't know, but looks vintage. What? No.
Whoa.
Oh, my.
NWO Great
Where'd you
Buddha.
find that at?
Somebody
If
was
you can't-
selling it $40 on Facebook. This is like an $80 figure.
Gosh.
Wow.
That's a great Muda NWO figure, and I won it. And
Yeah,
Wow.
I couldn't believe the
you
price.
may not get out of here with that.
$40.
Oh, no.
I'm like, I cannot pass that up. 1998,
Wow.
fresh from Japan. So I mean, you could only get these in Japan. Look at the
Dude, that is awesome.
whole back. Everything is written in Japanese. I said
I
Japan.
I know fluent Japanese.
Do you? Okay.
Oh
can
yeah.
you read this too?
It says NWO Great Muda. The Great Muda was a great addition to the NWO. NWO for life. Great Muda. Spit.
No, arm wrestle him for it.
Oh, he's going down, Max. He's going down. You know it, brother.
One more look at the Great Muda. Check that out.
Somebody just asked if I've been to Hogan's Hangout. I have been to Hogan's Hangout many times, and yes, I sung karaoke right in front of the Hulkster, and it was awesome.
All right.
Oh.
Take that, brother.
Oh,
Lay these down.
Ooh, he tried to kill me.
What happened?
He
I
elbowed
just
me in the
spoke
elbow.
Japanese. I just said everything that was on the back of that card.
I'm very impressed with your.
There
Yes,
is
there-
footage.
there-
He's saying Stacy's mom.
I sang Stacy's
my
mom.
request.
Go on my YouTube page. Number one, subscribe to it, and then go watch all my videos. Stacy's Mom by Slammer at Hogan's Hangout is on there. If you skip back on my Facebook, go ahead and stalk my page. I'm sure people do it, even if they
I do
never
it.
like stuff. Just scroll on back to October. It was I think it was October the 2nd,
Oh.
and something happened there. What
What does that mean?
I don't
20
know.
stars.
Whoa, 20
What's
stars.
that
Send
mean?
some stars. I'm not sure what that means.
That
but
is
send
my
them.
old boss.
Oh,
Mark
well,
Brackett.
But what does
welcome,
it
brother.
mean that he sent stars?
Anyway, skip on back to about October
Okay.
2nd, and you
Huh?
can watch Slammer sing
earned money that
Stacy's
way.
Mom.
What?
And
Go
if
on
you
our
want,
page.
I'll post it later or something. Pictures of me and Hulk are awesome. All of us in Hulk were awesome. Good
So
pictures.
do you want to get into that?
Yeah, we better get in. We'll tell you about our day now. So let me tell you back on up here. We knew that Hogan was coming to Lake of the Ozarks this past Friday, July 19th. He was going to do two things at a couple bars out there. I had to work. So it was 3 hours away, and it was just like, I just couldn't get off
A
work.
3-hour tour.
So anyway, I'd come to grips with it. Everything was good. Then Thursday night, all of a sudden, we find out that Hogan's going to be in St. Louis, an hour away.
Yeah.
And now I want to go. It's like, oh, actually, it was the day before. So I went to work that Thursday morning, and I said, they know that I'm a Hogan nut. And I'm just like, 21 years at UPS, I never call out and never take a day off
Watch what you
work.
say.
I don't care anymore, man. I told him, I'm like, if you guys have any extra drivers, I need the day off. And then I could have got paid an option day. Yes, we don't have sick days. I just can't be calling out. So I was going to take one of my 2 option days to get paid to go see Hulk Hogan Friday morning.
You ain't getting paid to see him, brother.
So
Get some more.
Friday morning, I get a message that says, we have an extra driver. All right. I get up. I
Thank you for
get
the
ready.
stars. Thank you for the stars.
Heather gets ready. We got to get on the road by 7:30. At 7:25, UPS says, I need you to work. And I just instantly, my whole life deflated. And I was
Nick
like,
Hesley says, "Holy ravioli."
holy ravioli. I should have just, then I was like, I should have just called out of work. I end up going to work. I'm disappointed. That sucks. Missed out on seeing Hogan. Had a horrible day at work. Got home at like 7 o'clock. Went outside and worked out. And then I start getting messages. Hey, brother, Hogan's going to be doing 2 more things tomorrow in Osage Beach. So, right
So
away.
That's what, roughly
What?
3.5 hours away.
It was about 3
Like right
hours,
at 3
3 hours
a.m.
and 10 minutes.
Okay.
So
And it's like 8:30.
8:30 at night.
on Friday.
And
That's
I'm
when
like-
you found out.
and I'm going if I got to go by myself. But of course, Paige's
Well,
like,
Let me set the scene.
Set the
He's
scene.
downstairs doing something in the wrestling room. Me and
no,
my,
I don't have air conditioner.
Upstairs, me and my mom, my best friend, we're like in this intense conversation. We hear this man run up the stairs, and he's like, Hulk Hogan's gonna be in Lake of the Ozarks tomorrow. He's like, we'll have to leave at like 4 a.m. And I'm like, 4? What do you mean? I'm like, well,
She's like, 4 a.m.
I
I'm
was
out.
like, okay, first of all, I was like, we have to text Kyle and see if him and Caitlin can go. I was like, we have to ask them first. You're welcome. And he was like, I will.
I said, I'm ready to go
Well,
right now.
Well,
I was ready to drive up there and
let
sit
me-
in the parking
Let me
lot.
put a little mark in there. When he
Oh.
texted me, he didn't even ask. He goes, "Hey, I'm going to go see Hulk Hogan." So I kind of felt bad. I'm like,
He said he was going no matter what. He said if no one else could go, he
Oh,
was going alone.
I was going solo.
well, you text me and you pretty much said Hulk Hogan's going to be at Osage Beach tomorrow. I'm going or whatever, and I'm like, so is he inviting me or is he asking me or is he just telling
Not just
me?
letting you
You're
know I'm going.
always
So-
Sorry, bro.
invited. No, you're
So-
always invited.
So I'm like,
You should have texted me and been like, what the heck? Is he inviting me or no?
so I'm like, me and Caitlin's available if you don't have anybody. Like, I'm trying to invite myself.
You did not.
Because I'm not sure how this is going down.
You got to remember, my brain
Oh, I
don't
know.
quite work anyway. When
I
I'm
tell
stressed
him all
out
the
and
time
Hulk
to just
Hogan's on the
text
table
me.
or anything wrestling, it's like I'm out of my mind. You need to go through Heather and Paige at some point because
I tell him this and he does.
Sweet Sean says it's 101 there. It was 101 there yesterday in Florida.
woo, boy, I'm glad we had a little cold spell here this not cold spell, but a cooler spell.
It's been like in the 80s.
So
Kinda
anyway, 8:30 at night, we ironed it all out
Kyle's
really
inviting
after
himself
9
to go see
o'clock.
Hulk Hogan.
It's like, got to get up. Now I've been up since early and had to work all day. It's super stressed out. Now it's like, I got to try to get some sleep because
Yeah.
I got to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning. She's going to get up at 3. I'm sure you
and
got
I
up
don't
at
wake
3.
up early like that.
In wrestling mode, I set my alarm for 3:16. Yeah.
So I tried to get some sleep. Probably got sleep a little bit after 11.
I went to bed a little bit after
wide
11.
awake at like 2:50, and I'm up
And I knew it
showered, ready to go.
Because you sent me a Snapchat or you would like the Snapchat of mine or
Yours,
something
you were up
randomly.
and you were up
Well,
and ready, and I'm
I-
like, all right. Paige, she's up and at 'em. It's like, man,
Yeah.
we are full Hulk
Well, I
road
went
trip
into, like,
fun mode,
Crazy
brother.
mode. My friend left. I was like, okay, gotta take a bath. Like, gotta pick out my outfit. Gotta charge the portable charger. Gotta get snacks. Yeah.
Well,
We
I
were-
got like 3 hours of sleep. I think I fell asleep around 11:45 and I woke up at like 2.
Me and Paige was in the car by 3:45. We had Mookie picked up
Thank
and
you.
Caitlin, his daughter. We picked them up by like 5 till 4. One stop at the Mobile on the Run halfway there.
for a breakfast sandwich.
And by gosh, we
Except
pulled
for me.
into Macadoodles in Osage Beach at 7 o'clock.
I felt like the sun was shining down on us because Macadoodles and we got
Macadoodles.
we got Paige Mac in the back seat.
Yeah.
Or you was in the front seat.
Paige
was-
Macadoodles.
and we pulled
We could
in,
do a
That
collab.
sounds like a cookie.
and we weren't even the first ones there. There were 7 people
Yeah.
ahead of us. And oh, thank you.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Christina.
Right.
So we pull in, the scene was set.
Yeah.
It wasn't hot outside. It was crazy. It just felt good.
It
7
did feel
a.m.
good.
We were there. The people that were ahead of us ended up becoming really cool. Guy
They
had
were.
his truck parked right there. He's like, you guys can sit on the tailgate.
Because we never considered bringing lawn chairs. We didn't think there would be room, but apparently
So,
there's plenty of room. 'cause
we're
everyone
there.
else had
I'm
them.
just glad we were around good people in line because
And-
I've been in lines before like that where you're stuck for several hours.
And
Well,
I
yeah,
actually-
I was worried
Thank you
at
for the
first because
donation.
I was like, what if these people are annoying and we're stuck
Well,
with
right.
them
That's
for
what I was
3
gonna
hours?
say. You get stuck by people in line sometimes. You're like you try to do everything but make eye contact. with
Yeah.
people
Right.
Looking around.
And the crazy thing was, it was only us for a little while. Another lady and a couple ladies
Yeah.
showed up right after us.
Like
but
older
it's
ladies,
like-
like a mom and
it's
daughter,
like-
yeah.
we were probably there, was it an hour before really people started?
I
Yeah.
would say those ladies showed up like 15 minutes after us, and then a couple of people
Yeah, you're
trickled
right.
in,
It
but
was
it was
right
like
after.
an hour before people really started.
But then it
And if you
exploded.
go,
Yeah.
if you follow the Slammer page, you know Slammer went live 3 different times, and you got to see Hogan pull into the parking lot. So anyway, what else happened while we was sitting there? It was
Well, there was a McDonald's next door. We walked there a couple times.
John Burt Bigler.
We made
Slammer,
some
we need a
friends.
rematch, brother.
We talked
we
to some
do,
people
brother.
about the bro show. They found out he was a wrestler. He handed out some trading cards and some bracelets. That was kind of fun. Made a
Signed
few
some autographs,
Slammer
man.
fans.
New Slammer Maniacs.
What
You don't
was-
think I'm not
What
going
was the
to
name of the guy who had
preach
all
the
Hulk
gospel
Hogan
of Slammer Mania while I'm there? What?
What was the name of the guy with he had the Hulk Hogan belt? Super cool guy.
I don't think I
I don't
ever
know.
caught
Well,
him.
Super,
he said
super
that he was
cool.
gonna like and follow on Facebook.
Yeah,
so if you're here,
there, tell us who
you are
you are.
awesome, and please tell us who you are because we don't remember your name,
He's super
but we
nice.
like you.
I'm glad we were by him in line.
Yeah, he was chill.
So anyway,
He was from Nebraska.
it was supposed
Oh.
to start at 9:30. Then we heard it was 9. And there were very conflicting things because there was things posted that said 9 and things that posted 9:30. They even had a
Mhm.
billboard that said
we're
9.
running on Mr. America time at this
Anyway,
I had no idea.
we're there. It doesn't matter. We're first in line.
They moved the line like 3 times.
9:30 comes along. 9:45 comes along. 9:50 comes along. There's still nothing happening. And this line is stretched forever long.
Long.
Go back and watch the videos, and you can see how far stretched back that line
point.
is,
I was
man.
amazed at how
It-
quickly the line
It got
doubled and tripled.
crazy.
It was nuts.
Next thing you know, man, there's police cars pulling in, and then you see this sweet black Escalade pull in.
The back
Window
one-
down.
the back window
Hulkster's
down.
hanging out the window, man.
He was.
People
he
are
was like,
screaming. Hulk knows how to do it, man. He goes in there, man. He's letting people know he's here.
Yep.
Right on, Hulkster. So anyway, he got in there, and once he pulled in the parking lot,
That
it
line
wasn't
started moving
it wasn't
within, like,
very
5 minutes.
long, man.
You can tell they knew what they're doing.
They
It
were
was very
ready. I mean,
organized.
he
Oh,
was
yeah.
when from the time he was pulling in that parking lot to inside, within 5 minutes that line was moving and we were going in. So
Yeah.
we got in there and it was just push, push, push. So
It
if
was
you
a
go to any
well-oiled
of these
machine.
things, just be ready. Have your camera ready to give to him. They'll
Mhm.
take your picture. It's quick. He's not going to talk to you. He's not going to sign anything. He's going to tell you hi.
Yeah. I wore my NWO shirt and I walked up and he's like, I like that shirt, brother. And then he wrapped his arm around me.
Didn't
I'm
you
like,
say big guy?
a big guy,
You
yeah,
said
yeah.
big guy.
Was you the first to go? I don't even remember how we
No,
went.
No,
you went,
you
then
went.
I went, then Kyle, then Caitlin.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll let
I-
you get your moment.
I was in my
needed to
usual
go
Hulk Hogan
first.
days. Yes, it wasn't the first time I've met the Hulkster.
But
I
every
met him
time.
for the first time 10 years ago. That was actually the first time Paige met him. So this was actually Paige's.
Dude, I sent 2
She hadn't
bucks.
got to see him in 10
my
years.
gosh.
So it was pretty
Whoa.
exciting for her to get to see the Hulkster again
Yeah.
because
I
we
hadn't seen him since I was 14,
We-
and my picture with him, I was kind of in like that awkward
She looked like
stage.
Carlito.
she looked good. She's crazy. It was a great picture. That was 2014 in April at Hogan's Beach Shop. The beach shop hadn't been open that long, so we actually got to go down there and spend a little bit of time with him in there. So
Mhm.
it was awesome. And what's up, Darnell? Awesome.
Have you ever? I think you've probably seen that.
Yes,
that
I
post.
I
love
love this
that.
picture. Show that
Here's-
picture.
I don't
That's
know
the
if you can really
cutest
see.
thing I've ever seen.
That's me as a kid in my Hulkamania shirt.
Yeah.
I've been a Hulkamania fan since.
I was gonna say I don't think I can find my young Hulkamania picture this time, but anyway, we got up there. It was my turn, and I walked up there, and immediately Hogan says, "Well, look at this, guys. What's going on, brother?" And I was like, "What? I don't even know what."
I don't know what you said.
I was like,
It's a
know.
blur.
I actually
I
think
was
I
trying to
said.
record.
I didn't know if you'd remember me. He goes, "Of course I remember you, Slammer." And we took a picture, and he's like, "How you doing?" And I'm like, "I'm doing good, you know." And he said, "Did you come here by yourself?" I was like, "No, this is my daughter." He goes, "This is your daughter, awesome," you know. And he hugs Paige, and
He's
What
like,
do you
oh,
say?
where's
You-
Carlito?
He said it was nice to meet
Nice
you.
to
He
meet
just
you.
got excited. It's so nice to meet you. And then we took the picture, and I was like,
and then he
"Hi."
shook my hand again. He said, "When you coming back down to Clearwater?" And I said, "Man, I'm working on it. I'm trying to get something going." And he asked how Heather was, where she was. I said, "She's at home. She couldn't
Make that drive.
couldn't make the drive.
that
It's
early.
just-
That early
just
drive.
too early." So anyway, it was quick,
He
and
looked like Carlito.
we got
You started a trend.
through the line.
Hashtag. she
And
looks like
so
Carlito.
our 3.5 hours there, or whatever it was, got there at 7. Now it's what, a little after 10 o'clock, and we're already in the
yeah,
car.
it was no joke, like 10 after 10. It like was not much time had passed.
So we got in the car, and as soon as we got in the car, we collect our thoughts for a second. And
Well, you were a mess.
well, I was
sir.
a mess because
He had not collected no thoughts.
yeah, okay.
He probably shouldn't have drove.
everybody else was collecting thoughts. I'm the only one that can drive a stick shift. So anyway, You drive a stick shift?
Yeah, it was my
Well, I
very
didn't-
first car.
Really? I did not.
I
know
haven't
that.
drove one in like 20 years.
Oh, you could do it though.
but maybe.
I know
I'm
how to
glad
drive
to
a
know.
stick
That's
shift.
all I drive is stick
No, I
shifts.
My very first car was
Slammer's a stick shift driver, brother.
That's why I drive left-handed.
Yeah,
The only thing I do
my
left-handed.
brother Chris, you darn right. Slammer Mania ran wild. I was the hit of the autographs or the meet and greet session.
So we get back into the car after,
We're in the
after
car.
meeting him. Slammer's running around crazy. You know, I think you got something
You
out
have
of
a
the trunk.
video of it.
Or you got out of the car for some reason, did
He
something.
was talking to mom.
Oh yeah, I had to call Heather. I called
We were
Heather
being too
immediately
loud
because
in
I
the
had
car.
I had to tell her what all happened because
So me and
I just
Caitlin-
wanted to let her know.
Me and Caitlin sitting in the back seat. You're up front, and I'm looking at my phone, and at the time, I'm like, you know what? If we go right down the road to the Hy-Vee store where he's supposed to be at next, we have time to jump in line because we were so early in this
And
line.
we
And
had-
he was technically supposed to be there from 11 to 12, which we knew would be a little later because he got to
Yeah.
ours.
And we
Ours
had to
was supposed
drive
be
by
9:30
there
to
anyway.
10:30.
Yeah.
We did actually have to drive by. This is
So we drove on over to the Hy-Vee,
Like
parked the car
5 minutes down the road.
right in the front of the parking lot. We got out and we were like just barely outside the door of the
Yeah.
store. So
They had a much better setup there at the grocery
it,
store.
it was
Oh yeah.
pretty controlled and good. The line was kind of long, but once it got
I
moving,
will-
But
I
man.
will point out-
personally, I liked our experience at Macadoodles
Oh, way
more.
Macadoodle's
Just
way better.
because, even though it was definitely more structured at Hy-Vee, I don't know, the Macadoodles, like we were there for a few hours, really got to talk to people in line. It was like you get this full feel of the experience. It was the first time.
I'll tell you, Hy-Vee has maybe the best alcohol selection.
Oh my god, it was huge.
It was half their store.
I'm not even an alcohol drinker. I was impressed.
Yeah, me neither.
I was
It's
like,
like
what
it's
the
amazing just to see
And-
all the different types of alcohol they had in
and-
that place. It was
And
amazing.
the funny
Snoop
thing is,
Dogg
I
alcohol?
don't even know if you know this. As we were in line, and there was a guy that come up from behind and started talking to you and got a picture with you.
hmm
He came up to me first, and he goes, Mookie, and shakes my hand. I'm like, I'm
Oh, I
very
didn't know that.
confused, and then I'm like, oh, he recognizes me from our show. He goes, I love watching you. I'm like, and then I'm like, he does watch our show. And then he tapped you on the shoulder and turned you around. I'm like, yeah, I'm getting recognized from the Slammer show.
Yeah, got that slammer rub, brother. Took some pictures with some fans. That's always awesome.
But Butcher, we seen Butcher.
Butcher,
online.
the
Oh,
Butcher, Damian
Butcher.
Blade. You can see him at MMWA every second Saturday of the month at the historic South Broadway Athletic Club, where you can also see the MMWA champion Slammer. So it was awesome to see the Butcher and his awesome mom Brenda, and
Brenda!
it was awesome.
And his son
Always-
Hogan. His son Hogan was
And-
Yes,
there
his
too.
son
Oh, his son Hogan was there. I
Yes.
wonder who he named him after. Anyway,
Hulk
we
Hoagie.
got up there, seen the Hulkster one more time, and
Well, my whole thought process was, we make this long of a trip.
yeah,
Yeah.
let's
He's
see
got
him
another
again.
We didn't
appearance
have
5
anything
minutes
else
down the
to
road.
do.
I'm like, let's do it.
And it was free.
That was
Yeah.
my selling point because I felt like I was trying to talk Slammer into let's do it.
I was not against it, but all he had been talking about was how hungry he was. Like the last hour we were in line, and he was like, "This sucks. We're gonna get out of here at like 10." He's like, "No restaurants are gonna be open
Yeah.
yet." Like,
Yeah, it's weird
So
because
I
it's
didn't
still
think
so
he could
early. Right
handle
up.
it.
You know what? Hulk over hunger every day.
Because we
Hulk
didn't end up meeting
over
him
hunger.
until what,
So
like
funny.
12:05.
It was a little after 12, and thank God there was a Chili's there with
Oh, right
bottomless
next door.
chips and salsa.
Guac.
And Bro Slam shoved all the chips and salsa down his gullet that he could, and drinking down the Diet Coke, and then we was good to go to run into a Target and not find any action figures.
Nothing.
Nothing.
I don't think they had
Tar-
any.
the
They
tar-
had no AEW figures.
Nothing.
They had very little WWE figures.
Yeah, the Targets have just been really not very
Yeah.
good here the last few weeks.
Well, it's funny. I see pictures of people on Facebook with like great Target photos. I'll have these.
Oh,
be
go
loaded.
for hunger.
Who put that?
Oh,
Put up.
shoot, that's awesome.
You see some loaded Targets, and then the ones we always hit up are completely empty.
Yeah,
like wiped
or
out.
you get on Instagram or something, and these people are like, "Look at my Target or Walmart." I'm like, "Good Lord,
Yeah,
man!
yeah.
Can ours get filled up like that?"
Our Targets have been having nothing because I usually look for like other things besides wrestling figures, like special shirts and special random things, and I've not been able to find anything that I want. Like things that are supposed to be at Target are not there.
I lost my train of thought. I was getting ready to say something.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's good. No,
I got a question.
question.
Mount Rushmore question.
Oh boy, a Mount
Uh-oh,
Rushmore question.
uh-oh.
So we're
Okay.
gonna have 4 answers, right?
Ooh.
Is it four presidents or is it 5?
What? For what?
Mount Rushmore.
Mount Rushmore.
How many
Okay.
presidents are on Mount Rushmore?
4.
Okay.
All right, you got it. All right.
Oh, that was the question.
No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Man, you had me all confused.
He doesn't want us to give more
Mount-
answers like we always do.
Mount Rushmore of finishing moves.
Okay.
What finishing moves would you put on your Mount Rushmore of wrestling?
Skull crushing finale, rack attack, 5 knuckle shuffle, sweet chin music.
Wow, look at her just rattle those off.
Golden Globes. You know what that is?
No. Oh, like the award show? I know the award show.
No, it's Gold Dust. Gold Dust.
Oh.
His was Shattered Dreams.
But then when
The curtain call. Curtain call was his suplex
I know Gold Dust.
that he did.
the Golden Globes is when he would set them up in the turnbuckles.
Oh,
And
the,
he'd go up
the
and-
kick between the legs.
Yeah.
Okay, that was the Golden
Ooh,
Globes.
Tombstone's a good one too.
That was
Look at
that
Alex.
that was going to be mine. I was gonna, the atomic leg drop, of
Atomic leg
course.
drop.
The tombstone, the torture rack,
Oh, the torture rack.
and I'm going to really throw one at you here.
Oh, let me guess.
No, you're not going to guess it. Just,
The stink face.
no,
He's so serious.
nope. The
Oh, I also
the
like the 6-1.
Dean Malenko's Texas Cloverleaf.
I used
The
to
first
put
time
that
he
on-
busted that out on
Yeah.
people on Nitro, I was like, "This move is
I love that move.
amazing."
I used to throw my sister in that all the time when we were kids.
Really,
I used to love putting.
that was a good move,
I used
man.
to love. I bet I could still do it. I bet I could still.
Why'd you look at my legs when you said that?
Well, I was thinking about trying to slap it on you real quick. That was always my go-to move. Like me and my sister would start wrestling in the living room as kids. I'd always get her down and I could slap it on her real quick and then flip her over. Oh, I was good at the Texas Cloverleaf.
My brother said one of the Steiner line. I will say
The Frankensteiner.
the Frankensteiner. I seen Scott Steiner do that. Money Incorporated against the Steiner brothers in 1993. Is that? And they was doing house show title changes for some
Oh,
reason, trying to
okay.
get the house shows up.
Yeah.
I thought it was weird when they had all the photographers by the ring. I was like, why is all these photographers here?
Well, that's
He's
funny you
taking
realize
pictures for the magazine. And Scott Steiner, I believe he put it on Ted DiBiase, and I was like first row ringside. I was just like, my gosh, man!
So
He
was that
gave
your
him
first-
that Frankensteiner, and the Steiner brothers won the titles in St. Louis.
So was that your
At
first
the arena.
title change you seen in
That was the
person?
first title change I ever seen in person. The Steiner brothers beat Money Incorporated, and I think they changed it. I think did they lose it the next night in
Cape Girardeau, probably.
I think it was like Rockford, Illinois,
Yeah.
or something. That was crazy. Yeah, that
What
was.
That's cool.
We went to Friday Night SmackDown in 20.
Yeah, Daniel Bryan beat
AJ Styles.
AJ Styles.
Yeah,
was there.
it was
Yeah,
like
we
the
were there.
craziest, most random title change.
Yeah.
We did not expect it, and then the whole place was like,
Yeah.
"What just
I didn't
happened?"
realize you guys were at that. I was at that show.
I was
too.
Oh,
at
really?
I was
Was
at
it
the
2018?
1998 Survivor
Something like
Series
that.
when The Rock won the WWF Championship for the first time.
I remember watching
and
that
let
on
me tell
Scramble
you the
Vision
exciting
pay-per-view.
thing about that, because that's around the time they were still filming Total Bellas, and they filmed that night, and they like pan over the crowd.
The
and
SmackDown.
you
was
would
on.
have to look, like you would have to
Freeze
like
frame?
know where we were, but you can see us.
So you were in an episode.
We were on
of
an
Total
episode
Bellas.
of Total Bellas.
I was.
We've got a star here.
For
I
folks.
about
was. I was.
0.02 seconds.
Ah,
We
Nikki
were there.
Bella, if you see this, I love you so much.
I'm sure Nikki Bella's joining in. Slammer's here. Slammer's the number
Ooh,
one
we
wrestler
got
in the world.
1,000
Whoa!
stars,
Thank you, thank
Christina.
you.
Thank
Hello,
you.
White Larry Bird.
Hey, and my boy
Christina
Tony
gets fan of
jumped
the
over
night
from the Die Cut
award.
Dudes page to watch us over here. He's from California.
I tuned into the Die Cut Dudes earlier.
did you?
Yeah, and it was the craziest thing because I liked it, and then like this thing popped up on the screen. I think it was a turtle, and it said like
turtle?
Paige Mac liked the stream. It was a turtle or something
Oh, really?
on the screen, and I was like,
Oh, no, that's a giant pickle.
"Oh, a pickle."
It's a giant
Oh.
pickle,
I
then
can't
shades
remember
come
what it
down and it says
was.
deal with it.
Oh, I could not remember, but yes.
Sorry, I would have tuned in. I got home and I was supposed to do an interview for Show Me State Wrestling, and those guys were pretty disappointed the guy didn't get with us. So anyway,
We can do your Show Me State
I'm
Wrestling
I'm gonna
interview
do
right
my
now.
show. Okay, you will be the interviewer. and you could be the interviewer. I'm Slammer.
Oh.
I'm going to be debuting at Show Me State Wrestling Saturday, August 3rd at 11 a.m. So if you're in Jefferson City or the surrounding area, show up 11 a.m. Doors open at 10. I forgot the ticket prices, but they're not very much. Come watch a whole bunch of wrestling because we're going to be doing a TV taping. So interview me.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have Slammer in the house. with us.
Slammer, that's me.
That's you. Slammer, what is your thoughts going into this new Saturday promotion that you were going to be wrestling on Show Me State Wrestling Saturday morning? What are your thoughts going into this process?
All I know, brother, I'm going to show up and somebody's going to be getting a big boot and leg drop, and I'm going to do a whole bunch of promos saying brother, and I'm going to give you the big boot because this is the Summer Slammer Big Boot Tour 2024, and you just seen it all. Now you just got to show up to watch me big boot and leg drop somebody. It's going to be awesome.
So you're going to show up and show out and show me.
Right, brother.
Wrestling.
It's a new t-shirt. Show up, show out, and show me state wrestling.
There you go. You have it right
Slammer,
here.
brother.
Trademark.
Trademark.
And Paige Mack will be there.
Paige Mack will not be there.
Paige Mack will not
It's
be
going to be
there.
me and you, Mookie.
All right,
It's
we're
gonna
going.
be now, the night before that, Friday night, August the 2nd, we'll be in Crothersville, Missouri. So if you're down in the Boot Hill of Missouri, northern Arkansas, western Tennessee, southern Illinois, shoot on over to Crothersville. American Hostile Championship Wrestling. They're going to have the Tina Cook Memorial Cup tournament.
Oh,
And
it's a mouthful.
Slammer is the 5th entrant in the tournament already.
Oh.
So show on up for American Hostile Championship Wrestling. The Battle on the River.
I love a battle
It's going to
royal.
be awesome. And
I love battles on the river.
I'm going to win this Tina Cook Memorial Battle Royal.
That
And
is a mouthful.
I'm going to win just because I was able to say it. If I was able to say it, the universe, the stars are aligning, and Slammer is going to walk out with the cup, brother. It's going to be awesome.
Trademark.
Trademark.
Oh, uh-oh.
So Robert says, tell JSO to stop trying to cheat to win.
That dude's been a thorn in my side.
We're talking about MMWA,
since
first of all.
Before I won the MMWA championship, all the dude had to do was say, "Hey man, can I have a championship opportunity?"
That's not the JSO style, though.
No,
No.
it's
JSO style
it's
is like
sneak
he likes
up,
to poke.
hit me between the legs, have all his little flunkies come out, and
He likes to poke the beat. He likes to poke the slam.
He's
and-
just a bit of a jerk.
every match I've had, he's been involved as flunkies. He's a flunky too. They're all out there being flunkies and idiots and meddling in my business. All you had to go ask Tony, the promoter. Go ask him. Say, "Can I have a title shot?" And he'll say, "Let me ask Slammer." You don't even have to ask Slammer. Just give it to him. That's all you got to do.
So Thomas has joined the chat. He said, Mookie should be my backstage correspondent. Hey, I'm all for it, brother.
Brother.
I'm all for it. Nick wants to know Virgil thoughts.
Virgil thoughts? Like Virgil, like $1 Million Man Virgil?
He likes Olive Garden. He's all about the beef sauce.
It's rest in peace, number one. That
Yes.
sucked that he died here not too long ago.
Alex says he saw Undertaker tombstone Brock Lesnar.
Whoa.
That'd be pretty impressive. to see
Man,
in
I
person.
seen him, the Undertaker wrestle the Giant Gonzalez
Ooh,
in St. Louis.
it's rough.
Yeah, but I got to see the Giant Gonzalez. And
That'd
that
be
was
pretty cool.
pretty awesome.
Matt-
That's one figure on my bucket list too. I want a
The Hasbro?
Hasbro Giant Gonzalez, really bad.
Maxwell says, does
Men's on
Slammer,
card.
Maxwell wants to know, does Slammer ever turn heel?
You know, man, the first time I wrestled at American Hostile Championship Wrestling, they were booing me out of the building. Had my Hollywood
Yeah.
gear on, and I believe you even said Hill Slammer's pretty cool.
It was pretty awesome.
Yeah, it was awesome.
My first match at MMWA when I got my
Speaking of, Thomas also says he wants to see Hollywood Slammer.
Hollywood
Oh,
Slammer. I'll bust
Hollywood
out the gear,
Slammer.
man. Mac Davis, Slammer Mania. Mac Davis, what's up, brother? But yeah, man, the first time I wrestled at MMWA, they said, "Hey, man, you're going to wrestle CJ Shine, first match or whatever." And I didn't know CJ at the time. CJ's the biggest, coolest
He was-
baby face on the
Yeah,
planet.
CJ
So
was the big time
anybody
fan favorite.
that walks out to wrestle
CJ's awesome.
wrestle CJ, you're the heel immediately.
Yeah.
Now, I have fortunately wrestled him a couple times afterwards, and I got fans on my side, so it's not good that me and CJ ever wrestle each other because the crowd's torn. But CJ, my gosh, the first time I wrestled there, man, I thought I had healed it up pretty good.
You
I
did.
had them fans
He was-
wanting to get in the ring with me,
He
and I
was,
was
he was sitting
telling
on the second rope holding up the top rope,
He
challenging
was.
people to
I
come
was,
in.
man.
It was iconic.
I remember watching. Go, my God, this is awesome. This
And,
is great.
and then after the match, they're all coming up there, taking pictures with me and buying my merch.
Nick wants to know: have you ever fought Curtis Wilde?
You know, I haven't, but we've been on the same card several times. Same locker room out at New Breed Wrestling. When I first started going out to New Breed, I believe he was the
Yeah,
champion at
yeah,
the
he
time
was.
because I was. He wrestled the Iceman in a lumberjack match, and I was one of the lumberjacks. So I do believe I threw his butt back in the ring when he tried to escape. So
Nick also wants to know: do you have a Great Khali figure?
a great
You
Khali.
should.
And on top of that,
Probably, I don't think
Robert
you do,
adds
though.
onto that Slammer versus a Great Khali.
Slammer versus Great
Whoa.
Khali, no problem, man. I could take him. That dude can't even walk. He couldn't even catch up with me, man. I'd take his legs out. I would beat the Great Khali. And no, I do not have a Great Khali figure.
Wow.
Should.
I don't. Sorry.
What else we got? Nathan says, me and my brother had dinner in 2008 with Cody Rhodes and Ted DiBiase Jr. and Beth Phoenix and Mike Knox, Snitsky, and the ref Mike Chioda.
Oh, cool.
How'd you pull that off?
That may have been like, I'm
Dang.
going to guess it
Whoa,
was either
we-
Hooters or
A challenge.
Uh-oh.
Jason Static challenges Slammer.
Oh.
Jason, you want some of the Slammer, brother? I'm pretty sure that we could get this match booked somewhere. So, any promoters out there, Jason Static just challenged the Slammer. And you know what Slammer does? Slammer slams, brother.
trademark.
In a Punjabi cage
Punjabi cage match. Don't they have to like action figure set
They
a
do.
Punjabi
match.
cage
You
match?
need that.
It
I
was a
love the
Toys
Great
R Us
Khali.
exclusive.
Okay, somebody get me an Undertaker, a Great Khali, and a Punjabi
Somebody
cage
get for
match.
him.
Somebody get
and
it for him.
It'll be awesome.
That's why they're donating the stars so you can afford it now.
Who would my biggest dream match be?
Well, let me tell you who Slammer's dream match would be.
Man, I would love to lay there and
Bum,
take that
bum,
big
bum,
boot and leg
bum.
drop, brother. That would rule. Not only that,
Okay, taking
I
Hulk
just-
Hogan out of the equation.
okay,
Who would be your dream match to wrestle? One match against.
one match. I honestly don't.
I give you the people's elbow. I don't play around.
I would be, my dream match would be against anybody if I could just be on Monday Night Raw one time.
Nick said Hornswoggle.
Hey man, Hornswoggle's been at a couple of
I
events
love
I've been at,
Hornswoggle.
man. Hornswoggle's pretty cool.
All right, Christopher White asked, Slammer, what is your favorite figure in your collection?
Gosh dang.
It's going to be a tough question for him.
Go ahead and move on here for a second.
Oh.
Well, sorry about that.
You keep
I'm just
keep
gonna-
what?
I'm just gonna
Oh
scoot
my
over.
gosh.
Page Mac. I have a question for you since he's
Oh.
thinking.
Oh,
Okay.
if it's Hulk Hogan #1, Hasbro Hulk Hogan #1, right there, man. You can see him right over Paige's shoulder. Hulk Hogan Hasbro #1. It's my favorite because it was the first one I got in the series and in that series just straight up. So there you go.
All right, I got a would you rather question for both of you. to
Oh
answer.
boy.
And the people out there.
Okay.
Would you rather? Would you rather?
Would you rather?
Would you rather?
Would you rather?
Would you rather?
Would you rather?
Would you rather drink a drink after Bastion Booger or eat slop out of the Godwin's bucket?
I don't know who either of those people are.
Okay, so
I'm a sad husband.
drink what kind? Any sort of a drink?
Any-
Big Bastion-
any-
So he took a drink, and I'm just going to take a drink after him.
You got to take a drink after.
I would.
See, he
Just,
just got done wrestling a match. He's all
You know
fat
what?
and sweaty.
I
He's like, "Oh."
I seen Henry O. Godwin slop bucket, and there is no way that I would take a bite out of that because that's just disgusting. They're both disgusting. I'd take a drink after the Bastion Booger.
I've heard him talk about what they would put in the bucket. And I only remember two of the things. They said they would pour milk in there and they would get loaves of bread and like tear the bread up. So it would kind of make it chunky.
Oh,
And I forgot what, it was like a few other things, but it was like not gross stuff. I mean, it was
Oh.
gross altogether, but it just looked gross.
oh well, then I might
So,
want to have a bite of
is
that
it
bread and milk.
Is it
Then.
Better
Lewis-
or worse than the Big Brother slop? I think Big Brother
probably worse.
slop's like oatmeal. So
Yeah, I think that's
So
probably.
Lewis says, I'm drinking after Bastion Burger. There's no way I'm touching that bucket. And Roger says, yeah, Bastion Booger. Nathan says, I used to have the wrestling figures from the 80s, and I tried to chew their heads off when I was a baby.
What, do you think he was George the Animal still?
Oh, He says something about viscera.
Viscera?
I think that's supposed to be viscera.
This Viagra.
Take on Visa. What?
What?
He said it again. I'm not quite.
Viagra? Okay.
I was thinking maybe this. I think maybe he means viscera.
Uh-huh. It's probably changing it.
Stupid autocorrect.
Speaking of Big Brother, we all watching Big Brother? I know we
course.
are. You've been watching
I-
Big Brother?
I still need to watch Sunday's episode.
Okay.
Oh, okay, so you
I'm,
watched.
I'm not quite sure what I think about anybody yet. We're Big Brother fans.
Yeah.
Anybody
We
Big
love
Brother
Big
fans
Brother.
out
We
there?
could almost have a Big Brother like little segment.
I love the
week.
Macho Man. Yeah, we all talk about Big Brother. We'll let it go on for a couple of weeks here and then
Yeah.
kind of see, because I really don't like anybody. There's one guy that I like, Kenny, and
Kenny.
so I'm rooting for Kenny. He's a friend
Kenny.
of a friend of mine,
Buddy
so
Matt.
I'm kind of rooting for him. Yeah, little buddy Matt's a pretty cool guy.
There's a few people I think I like, but the way it
Oh,
always
his
is
old
with
finish.
me, it's like it takes me a couple weeks. I'm like, oh, I don't like anyone, and then I start liking them.
So we're getting into it.
Okay.
It does take a little bit of time.
Now I have a question that both of
Cheeky
you
says
can answer.
Slammer's a jabroni.
Now I have
What's
a
your
question for
yes,
both
yes,
of
yes,
you.
yes. Okay, I'm ready.
Would you rather?
Would you rather?
Would you rather
Would you rather?
Would you rather?
go to space, or would you rather go to the bottom of the ocean? What would you
Space.
rather see? You would. I think I would rather go to the bottom of the
I
ocean.
don't
and-
like the ocean.
well, you're gonna be in something. You can't like
I'm
breathe
too
under.
claustrophobic. I don't think I could handle
Well, you have to be in
being-
something in space, though.
I know, but it's something
I would like to
don't-
see what's all under there.
I
like,
don't like water,
Ah,
so there's no way. I don't want to know.
I hate heights. I
Yeah.
hate being in a plane, but at the same time, I don't think I'd like to be in something that's like a
Yeah.
Okay,
pressurized.
what would you rather see? Would you rather see space?
Oh, I'd
Well, I'd
rather
rather
Or
I'd
would you
rather
rather
see
see
space.
the bottom of the ocean?
I'd
Really?
rather see
Mhm.
space.
So I'd rather see the bottom of the
You
ocean.
can't see anything and
I'd
be
rather-
pitch black.
You know what I mean. Come on, you're being too technical.
There's a big light, big flashlight on the little
You
submarine.
know, those fish that have the little light bulbs on them that float around, they'll help you.
Yeah.
I'd go to space and I would
Scott says
prove that the
space.
moon landing did not happen.
Your wife, Heather, says bottom of the ocean. Thank you.
Whoa,
I agree
really?
with that.
Really?
Okay.
I thought that would be
Well,
cool.
I thought
she
she
does
would.
like the ocean.
She likes.
I
Yeah,
don't.
Heather likes the
Justin
ocean.
says space. Maxwell says ocean. Sweet Sean says space.
Dream legend to meet.
I would want to see Uranus.
I want to meet Lex Luger one more time. I met him back in '93, but
Brandon's Lex Luger.
I,
kick.
I
This is like
just
the
want
third
to.
Lex Luger
I just
mention.
want to meet him again. It's like, yeah, I got to meet Lex Luger again.
Would you like to pull a card?
Oh, okay. You know what? We're getting
I was
close
trying.
to the
I was
end.
trying to lead.
Oh yeah, man,
We're
we
getting
got
close to
questions.
the
Yeah.
end, and I have not planned a would you rather.
we
This is
we
just
may
gonna
have
be
an
completely
overrun, and it's
random.
okay. It's okay if we have an overrun.
Call Tony Khan.
Is everybody okay if we do a couple minute overrun? Okay, everybody says yeah.
Sunny or Sable? Sunny or Sable? What?
Ugh. Sunny.
I was always a Sable guy. I was a Sable guy.
All right,
All right.
here we go.
Would you rather?
Would you rather?
Would you rather?
Once a month for the rest of your life, run out of gas on the freeway with no cell phone or spare gas, or lock your keys in your car with no spare keys or cell phone.
Ugh.
Well, I feel like both these things have happened to me because I've had
One has for sure.
I had a breakdown on my
I was there.
I had a breakdown in my UPS truck out in the middle of nowhere. I got a flat tire and it sucked really bad. And I had to walk a really, really long way to get to somebody's house to be able to get a hold of somebody to come bring me a tire. It took like 4 hours plus of my day. So,
We're living your nightmare.
and then I had the nightmare of accidentally throwing my keys in the car and
After a wrestling
after
event
a wrestling event
in
in
downtown
downtown St. Louis. And
That was a nightmare.
I'd rather deal with a flat tire again, have to walk somewhere to have somebody use their
I
phone.
don't know because both of those are like big fears of mine.
Yeah,
I-
I've experienced both, and they both suck.
Why didn't we break a window? Uncle Scott's bringing a good point. We should have just broke a window that day.
Well, who's gonna
Well,
sit in glass
first
driving
off,
home from
it
We
was-
St.
should have got it out.
It was raining.
No, it wasn't.
It was raining.
I think it
yeah.
was
I think
raining.
that's why I screwed up and threw the keys in because I'd
don't
opened the
remember.
door up and I threw something in there and I accidentally threw the keys in. So
He usually unlocks the door, hits the unlock button, and then
for some reason,
You put your keys
And
in,
we
but usually
had-
you run to
we-
the trunk and then start putting your
and
stuff
we didn't
in.
have my car. We took the 4Runner, so it was
So
just a nightmare.
when we
that
got there,
night.
he unlocked the door.
We tried the coat hanger.
He did.
We we had professional
tried
thieves
everything.
there on hand. You cannot break
jokes.
into a 4Runner.
You apparently can't. It was quite impossible. And I had to wake my friend up at like midnight
And
and
she-
make her come to our house. Thank
Shout
God
out
she
to
had
Megan.
a key. Shout out to Megan because she has a key to our house. So she drove to our house, got the key, drove about an hour and 15 minutes into downtown St.
It-
Louis
it was worth
and
it, though.
saved us.
So that was
But now that Uncle Scott's saying we should have broke a window,
no.
I would have paid for
no,
it at
it-
that point. I would have been like, you know what? Sorry, I'll pay for it myself.
Yeah,
I
that
want to get
just-
home.
Yeah, it wouldn't have worked.
All right, I got a question.
Okay.
Paige Mack. What's good for the goose?
It's good for the gander.
Yay!
I was wondering how many weeks it was going to go with just one. Just one.
All right. Well,
You do one more question. We'll
yeah,
get
why
out of here.
not? We want one more
Okay,
question.
okay.
We're
One
right
more
on the money.
question.
Who wants one more question?
One more. One more.
One. Aruba, where's our friend
Where's
at?
Bro George? Bro George.
You were
Oh,
disappointed.
he's in Atlantic City.
Oh.
He was backstroking the Atlantic Ocean and wheeling and dealing and styling profiling in the casino. So I'm expecting him to be super rich, and he's gonna fly me down to Orlando, down to Tampa, and we're gonna go hang out in
None of
or
these are
Clearwater. We're
good.
gonna
I'm
hang
gonna
out at
have to
Hogan's
find another.
Hangout and
He's gonna
sing
find-
karaoke.
He's going to fly you down to
We're gonna
Aruba.
sing "Cara Mia" by Nikolai Volkov off the wrestling album.
So Eugene Swartz says, I want to face the Slammer at Slammer Mania in the future.
All right,
What's your favorite non-sports star wrestler?
my favorite non-superstar wrestler.
Oh, yeah, my bad. I read that
My
wrong.
favorite non-superstar.
I don't understand what that means.
What was that?
So I think he means not like a Hulk Hogan or a Macho Man. Not
Like an
not like a
independent
superstar.
wrestler?
Not like a superstar like a Hogan Rock, but maybe like a Doink or, like an undercard kind of guy.
Oh my
Mid card.
Mine is Big Daddy Dion.
Big Daddy Dion. So
if you're watching this, I
so
love you so much.
how would we rate like Al Snow? What would
See,
he
Al
be?
Snow, I think Al Snow would
Al
be.
Snow is like one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. So.
I would have to like look around and like figure that one
I mean
out.
that's easy. I mean, if you're not talking Hulk, but see, I feel like Al Snow's still such a well-known.
He is, but I mean he
You-
was never
but-
like a champion. I would almost
Okay.
I would say
I'll say Al Snow.
Kurt Hennig, Mr. Perfect.
What would
okay.
you consider
You think he would-
Umaga?
He
I think he would
have been that.
he would-
Okay,
be
because I
considered that.
love
Yeah.
Umaga.
Al
They
Snow.
just came
Definitely
out
Al
with an
Snow.
Umaga
Nick
Funko
says
Pop,
Barry
and I want it
Horowitz.
So
Oh,
bad.
I'll-
1, 2, 3
Hey,
kid.
I shared
Hurricane.
I shared a locker room with Barry Horowitz in New Breed probably about 2 years ago. He
Uh,
super cool guy.
Nathan says I met him in 2009 in Cape Girardeau at the Show Me Center. I'm guessing that was Al Snow or Big Daddy Dion. I'm thinking Al
I'm
Snow.
thinking it was probably Al Snow, but maybe it was Big Daddy Dion.
All right, last question.
Last
Let's get this
question.
out of
Alright.
here.
Would you rather
Wow.
It's been staying that the whole
Good.
time.
jump out of a
Oh,
car
would you rather
Would you rather?
jump out of a car?
going 35 miles per hour
Oh my.
or be put into a cage with a slightly sedated lion?
I'm jumping out of that car.
Yeah, I'm jumping out
I'm
of the
jumping
car.
out of that
There-
car.
there's a pretty good chance there could be some like a hill with a lot of grass or something. You just kind of
Because I don't care if that lion's
Yeah, I'm
halfway sedated. I ain't outrunning no lion.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
jumping out of a car.
definitely jumping out of the car.
That's
I
still
think-
that's still running.
I don't
fast.
feel like 35 miles per hour is that bad. Like it could be 60. That was a
You,
lot
you
worse.
can really get those legs a going right when you jump.
All right. So anyway,
Uncle Scott said, "Tuck and roll, baby."
tuck and roll, tuck and roll. All right, guys, we did our AEW Dynamite overrun
There
here,
you go.
so
Stay tuned for the Big Bang Theory coming up
stay
next.
tuned.
Whoa!
we're keeping the ratings up. So anyway, it's been Bro Show episode number 6. So next Tuesday night, 8 o'clock Central Time, it will be Bro Show episode 7. Have no idea what we're going to talk about because I don't have any wrestling coming up this weekend. But
We will figure it out.
I bet we'll have something to talk about.
I had some pretty cool pieces coming to mail this week for my
Cool.
collection. I think it may arrive tomorrow.
Whoa! All right.
I may have, and it might not be as cool to you guys. Probably really not you, because it's kind of a little bit older wrestling thing.
Okay.
I have maybe the coolest thing I'm gonna add to my wrestling collection.
Oh,
that I'm like super excited to get.
well, I'm excited.
Wow.
Hey.
Stay tuned.
Hey, if we got
That'll be
time,
interesting
I've
to
still
see.
got the Ultimate Warrior Superstars figure to
Yeah.
unbox or Hall or Nash.
yeah.
So
Still gotta do
maybe,
that.
yeah, we
We'll
need to talk.
figure it
We
out.
need to talk about the Ultimate Warrior some anyway.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do an Ultimate Warrior. Maybe we'll go Ultimate Warrior.
We'll do it.
We'll do it. So anyway, I'm your number one brother, your mega brother Slammer.
I am Paige Mack, the #1 ring announcer in the St. Louis area. And if you go to my Facebook page and like Paige Mack, if you would like a signed
Whoa!
Paige Mack
Look at that.
8x10,
She's
Whoa,
prepared.
I know.
Prepared.
these are for sale. Paige Mack 8x10, signed, customized, personalized,
Woo!
whatever you want.
You actually just
Only
mailed some out.
$10. Just send me a message on Facebook and or TikTok.
Hold on, tell me. You just mailed one somewhere, didn't you?
I did actually.
You
I
had a fan
saw-
online.
Yes, so I have been making TikToks.
And
No
she
one is
sells these things
aware.
at events too.
I
But she'll
do.
send them to you.
Yes, I
via
sell these at
the
events,
mail.
but I have recently kind of started on TikTok a little bit. And follow me, just Paige McFarland. That's it. Hit up my TikTok, watch some of them.
Which come out
But-
again. Your TikTok. She made an awesome Hulk Hogan video.
Oh
Yeah,
yes,
get on
I
there and
made
watch all her
Come With Us. It's
TikToks.
called "Come With Us on Our Road Trip to Meet Hulk Hogan." So yeah, go see that one. But I made a TikTok called "A Day in the Life of a Professional Wrestling Ring Announcer," and someone asked, and I just sent a signed Paige Mack photo to New York.
That's awesome.
New
So,
York.
anyways, I don't know where he's at. I
It
don't
was
know if
Vinnie
he's
Mac.
on here, but
What was his name on there? Vinnie Mac?
Vincent Kennedy McMahon.
no.
1231
anyways,
East
if
Main
you want
Street,
one,
Stanford,
Hit me
Stanford,
up.
Connecticut.
$10 Venmo or PayPal.
Yeah, and be sure to follow this Slammer page and invite all your friends to like it, man. Help me get my followers up and spread the gospel of Slammer Mania and the Bro Show. Follow me on the Chris Slammer
All the
Facebook
TikToks.
page, Instagram Chris_Slammer. I'm on X, Twitter at MaxGym at MacsGym. YouTube Slammer4878,
Sounds
TikTok at SlammerMania. Go on Pro Wrestling Tees, prowrestlingtees.com/slammer. That's my store. Buy my shirt.
Or ask him for it directly and he can ship it to you as well.
Well, yeah, I'll ship you stuff. Send me a message.
And I'm down here on the end, third wheel of the
The third
the
wheel.
tricycle here.
No, I'm most definitely the third wheel.
You can find me on Facebook at Kyle Mookie Skynets. I am the favorite stepbrother around here, Brother Mookie.
Is it Mookie or is it Mookie? I
Mookie.
never know.
Mookie.
Mookie, like
I feel
Mookie
like
Wilson.
sometimes I hear Mookie, sometimes I
Mookie.
hear Mookie, and I don't know what it
I
is.
think it's just my accent.
MOOKIE, Mookie, like Mookie Wilson.
You can also find me over prior to the Slammer page here. I have another page, the Die Cut Dudes on Facebook.
And
We're-
TikTok.
We are like inching right there at 1,400 followers.
14,000.
14,000, my bad.
14,000.
It's all the same to me. It's just too
Well,
many people.
1,400 14,000. Little squirt of a difference.
Stop! No, that word. Okay. Thank you for following us tonight. Thank you for joining in the chat. Thank you for donating your stars. We all appreciate it so
Yeah,
much.
thank you
We will
guys.
see you next Tuesday at what time?
8 p.m. Central Time.
We'll see you then.
What you
Until
gonna
then,
do when Slammer Page Mookie, the Bro Show runs wild on you? Yeah, end it.